Hello and welcome to the season finale of the FlurrySports Podcast, season 10. It's been quite the season, Jake. It's been an interesting season. In my opinion, we enjoy our seasons without football.
Yeah.
We have an on season and then an off season. This was the off season. I got to say, we've had some really fun moments. We've had some really good stuff. I'm not sure what all we've accomplished in season 10. Is that fair to say? I was looking back at some of the titles and stuff we've done, and this season went by fast. I feel like I'll bring up the titles right now. I feel like they could have been last week. You know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Well, as you do that, I mean, we introduced the game segment, which I think has been fun.
Yes.
I don't know why this text in my head. The 1 week you were sick, Emily and I set a record for longest episode.
That's true. Yeah, that's saying something, actually.
That's new. That's an achievement. Yeah.
Yeah, that doesn't come along very often, considering we usually say, hey, short episode, and then it's an hour and a half or so.
Then we put out a banger. No, Emily and I had a full 45-minute conversation and then launched into a full Disney tier list ranking, which
as you do. But
yeah,
season premiere, we started with Joe Leonard Who. So we started during March Madness. So I guess it has been a while. Episode 2, Oyster Snatchers. Remember that logo?
Yeah.
That came out of nowhere.
That can't be real. Yeah.
But then episode 3, and again, this could have been last week. We played Kansas or India GeoGuessr.
Yeah.
That was early season. And then we got our hands dirty with the lawsuits with the NCAA, as we do.
Mm-hmm.
We did real journalism there. That was abnormal and good. And then we gave NFL, yeah, for sure. Then we gave NFL draft grades before the NFL draft. No one's doing it but us. Congratulations to us. And I haven't looked. I think we nailed it.
I know we killed it. I know we nailed it. We said the Ravens and the Eagles were going to be the big winners, and we were correct.
I mean, yeah. Nostradamus or Common Sense. I'm not sure which one. Maybe both. Maybe Nostradamus should be just famous for his common sense. Then we ranked WrestleMania matches. That's the one thing I feel like feels forever ago. Yeah. WrestleMania feels forever ago. Kansas versus India GeoGuessr feels like last week. So I'm not sure what time or space is for us at this current moment. Then it heats up. North of China. Once again, that was Food Guesser. That could have been last week. That was very confusing. Then it goes 1 gorilla versus 100 men. Then it goes Dublin, Wisconsin. We've talked about so many weird things this season. I can't order them in my mind, but it's been a good one.
And the fact that they're separate episodes.
True. It all feels like one long episode.
Which is correct. And listen, camp was in that span. We had camp talk. We've been building up the fair, which just happened. I know. Here's an interesting thing I just stumbled upon. I didn't know this. I looked at the titles ahead of time, and now I'm just realizing this. Dublin, Wisconsin, and Missing No, Wisconsin are 2 different episodes, separated by about a month. Correct. Yep.
What happened between there?
We really revisited it. Yeah. Well, I mean, what happened in there? Nothing, by the way. We set up our big there. Yeah, that's what happened. We set up our big look into it. Episode 1 setup, episode 2 payoff. And that payoff is you really survived an encounter.
Yeah, a legitimate month between them though. Because in between we drafted our flag football team, and then we did an episode where we played some Sporkle quizzes, did every 2000 starting quarterback, which was tough.
That was tough. I still think of now I'm going to forget his name, but I still think of Chad Pennington once in a while. And Mark Bolger.
True. What do you think of Mark Bolger? You jump a little bit. It's weird to that is true. He's a weird one to just randomly remember
and go, yep, 2000s
for sure.
Mark Bolger feels older than Kurt Warner.
Way older. Yeah, way older. He feels like I'm playing an old Madden game and he's on every single team for some reason. I'm like, oh shit. I forgot that he's this quarterback. I can't believe I need to run the ball every time.
Yeah, Mark Bulger is 6 years younger than Kurt Warner.
That's wild.
Yeah. And I know what it is. Kurt Warner played 10 years longer.
Yeah, he went to Arizona after and whatever, but still.
His best run.
True. Yeah, everyone remembers that one fondly. Actually, kind of true.
Yeah.
Yeah, then nothing really else happened. Dare I say? Grimace never strikes twice. The NBA draft is Wednesday. Everybody loves holes. And then last week, of course, everyone remembers Ben McLemore or Macklemore. So, I mean, one of the best titles of the season, I got to say.
I do like that title a lot. No, a lot happened. I think the thing that was most jarring is, like, I do feel like this season was 2 seasons, which is like March Madness until the end of March Madness. And then what do we talk about? Once March Madness was over, we're like, oh, the NBA and the NHL stink. Baseball's long. And the draft was over. Maybe even up until the draft. And then post-draft, it's been like,
sure,
we're making it. We're full nonsense mode, which I do love.
I do love. And, you know, we're going to love even more. We're going on break. So this is the season finale, as we announced a couple of weeks ago, discovered a couple of weeks ago. So this is the season finale with peace and love. This is a serious message. We are back on August. We'll record either August 24th or 25th. We're coming back that week. So if you want to stay tuned live, we'll announce it on my Twitter or Jake's Twitter. Maybe the big announcement will be at Jacob Osmond 1.
Yeah, let's do that. That's a great idea. Still haven't made the move to Blue Sky.
No, I mean, I'm not sure if anyone's still there. I'm over there, but it's an interesting place. But yes, so that is a 1 week before NFL week 1. That's going to be the week in between the last preseason week and the first NFL week. So we will obviously give a bunch of NFL predictions that week. I assume we will go over some of the biggest headlines, some of the biggest things we've missed. The Cleveland Browns have another felon on their team, and who knows who the next one's going to be. So, I mean, there's going to be plenty to cover there. Yeah, honestly, that's coming up soon. But stay tuned to the Flurry Sports YouTube channel, not just to tune into that live stream when we're back for season 11, but Jake might be doing some things about baseball and other things like that there. I am going to be doing some things for fantasy football, but I'm also playing college football 26 over there as well. That just came out, and Jake's about to get it. I have it. It's certainly an interesting game. Trevor says NHL stinks. Jake should know better. I mean, NHL does stink, but it's good quality. You know what I mean? It's a bad sport. No. It's a terrible. Yeah, it's a terrible league. Good sport.
Absolutely. I'm never bummed when I watch it. For the love of God, get some promotion in there.
It's like saying college football is great. NCAA stinks.
Yeah. Hi to Be Wild in the chat. Appreciate you being here. I will. Brother? You know what, Trevor? Since you got in there, I'll share this with you. This is true, and I forgot to tell Zach about this because Trevor reminded me of it now. I had a dream that Trevor was in, or should I say nightmare? Because real life dream. I had a dream that there was like an article came out that was like ranking all these things about sports media, and it was all these different categories. And one of the categories was like 5 funniest sports podcasters. And I was like, I know.
He was in it.
I was like, I know Flurry Sports probably isn't big enough that they thought of me, so I'll just give it a check. And I wasn't in there, but Trevor was. And then I woke up startled. I was like, no.
Cold sweat. Could be.
Like, not Zach, not Luke, Trevor. Not me. But such a specific dream that I'm just remembering. So no shade, Trevor. And you are very funny. It's just that I think that was like my ego in its purest form.
Yeah, really. We see where you where you sit in your mind at least for.
Well, it was. I thought I did wake up and I was like, "That is a good joke, Braid," because I thought it was a very simple setup, which is I was like, "It's a bummer they're not going to know about Flurry Sports because we're very funny." And then actually, the true horror was that they did know about Flurry Sports, but they thought Trevor was funnier than I was. Yeah.
Oh, that yeah. Oh no, they actually just like me. Okay.
Yeah, like they're like, we've watched the product and we've come to a conclusion. This is the funny guy.
That's, you know what? That gives you something to work towards. You know what I mean? We got the off season coming up, season 11. Jake's out to prove that he is funnier than Trevor with every single episode we do.
And also, I know it's a dream because if I was crafting that, it would have been like Emily and Hannah's name.
Right, for sure. Yeah. Oh no, the I Don't Think So podcast is a funnier sports podcast.
They're on all the boards. Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. How's that even possible?
So there you go.
That does sound terrifying. And NHL does stink. And what's up to be wild? So who says caca in the chat? Love that. Love that. Keep her coming with those banger comments. Okay. So College Football 26 just came out. And Jake wants to discuss about it because maybe he's not sure if he wants to get the game. Maybe he's not sure what's going on.
I am on the fence, and here's why. I like sports video games. They are basically the only games I play consistently. Like this is also revealing on me, but I got Red Dead Redemption 2 this year.
Great game.
And great game. I can't finish it. I just can't string together enough.
You have to finish it. That's the best. It's such a good story. You gotta finish
so
that
good.
game.
And every once in a while I go, I could play this for another 2 hours, probably hunt a couple animals, or I could go for Cy Young in MLB The Show 23. But that's the whole deal is I get like sports video games once every 3 years, typically.
Sure.
Because I don't need Madden. If I'm Madden 25, I don't need Madden 26. I'll alternate every couple of years, see how it goes.
That's what I used to do. Lately, I've been getting every Madden. This year, I'll say the statement live right now. Not getting Madden whatsoever. I'm fully out. I gave them one last chance last year, and they fucked me over.
So this is where I'm at. Is I don't want NCAA to just be Madden with a different paint job.
Yes. And what I will say, and I haven't played in a few days, so I got it the early release. And now it's out to everybody. So I assume there's been some patches on the game. But what I will say is the gameplay, just like the on-field gameplay stuff, feels more like Madden than it feels like last year's college football, I think. Or at least in the middle, which I don't like. Like before it was kind of arcadey, like super fast, and I like that. It's less that this year. It's slower. And I think they'll fix this, but it's ridiculously glitchy. If you go to the Flurry Sports YouTube channel, there's a short that I posted of me and Luke playing. I think I intercepted one of his passes, and then I was running it back. We're just dicking around, and I pitched it to my guy, and I threw the ball about 50 yards directly into the air when I pitched it to my guy. We're like, where the fuck is the ball? And then I fielded it like a punt. Like it was.
Yes.
There's too much glitching crap. And again, I assume they're going to patch that. It's going to be fixed. So it is what it is.
Well, and listen, that's games in general now. They're putting them out too fast.
For sure. I will say, though, it's not like actually, maybe. I was going to say it's not like the release date snuck up on them because it's the same thing every year, essentially. However, Luke and I were talking about this. I feel like they didn't market this game whatsoever.
No. But I don't know if they need to.
They probably don't, but like last year it came back, right? So all the hype was there, but they were marketing it and it's cool. This time it was like, oh, it comes out next week. Okay, yes, I'll get it. To your point, I was going to get it no matter what. But like, I feel like they didn't market it. Gameplay, I think, is worse. However, if you're into dynasty mode, which I assume you are, because that's the whole thing. If you get this game, way more detailed. Everything's more detailed and it's tougher, which is good. Last time, like you win the national championship, year one, you unlock everything. It's easy peasy. This time, it's harder to get 5-star recruits. It's harder to keep 5-star recruits or like the good players on your team. They're just going to transfer if you don't play them. People get hurt more often. They get worn down more often. It's so much more detailed and so much better. And you can play as Delaware, which could be the biggest selling point of all. There's a couple of more teams. Not Montana yet, which I'm upset about. But gameplay-wise, worse. Everything else, I think, is better. That's what I would say.
I think that's a good call. I will say I ended up probably playing more Road to Glory last time, so maybe
that is better too. I started to play that. You started in like high school. I'm playing.
As you should. That's the classic. That's what I missed. Yeah,
you're gonna love this. I play for Regis. Pretty cool.
You either die a hero or live long enough to become a Catholic.
What is cool? Like you select your state, your city, or whatever, and then just type in your high school. So I typed in Regis and chose a green team. But you play like, and that's again, cool. This is so surface level detail, but it is kind of cool. Like my opponents are different. Like I played Sussex, and then I played Sun Prairie. Like
that's cool.
I guess it's cool. Like it doesn't matter. It's not like it's their logo or colors or anything, but it felt good.
Yeah, and that's kind of detail. Like, okay, that does sell me on a little bit. Because here's what I'll say about the Road to Glory mode is I was getting nervous because I didn't want what I could very much see EA taking like, oh, what trends did we see from last one? Well, everyone said in Road to Glory, like every once in a while, it's so fucking hard to play some of these positions. That's good. Don't make it easier. Because like if you set, the high school mode's good because if you came in set like top class, came in with good ratings on whatever position you want, especially the offensive ones, you were good right away. You like there was no development at all. So I even tried the one time, my last playthrough, I was like, is it possible for me not to be a starter at running back by the end of a season anywhere? And no, you can get so much like XP through those drills they give you.
Yeah.
And you're good at them automatically. So that's good. I think the details are good. Here's what I'm worried about is like, again, these games come out every year like clockwork. Sports games for a long time have always struggled to like, we want to give you the game modes you like, but also like maybe NCAA will get into this. I guess the appeal always with Madden was the ratings change and the players change a bit every year. NCAA, am I gonna pick up a new game because this year Arch Manning's gonna be like better? You know, I don't know.
Right. I would argue that the roster and everything changes much more in like team score and all of that. Like overall, I feel like that changes much more than what Madden would.
100%. I just don't know who they are. You know, so it's
the
like
players. You mean?
Yeah, 100%.
And that comes down to marketing it. Like,
correct. Yeah.
Honestly, I've played the game for maybe 4 nights, like a lot of time. Just thinking, like I'm just honestly trying to remember. I don't know who's on the cover. Like I can't even picture. I can't even remember who it is. I'm almost positive it's not Arch Manning, which feels like a flop. Oh, no. It might be that Ohio State kid. I can't remember his name. I think it's the Ohio State receiver.
There are 2 folks on the cover, but I don't recognize one of them.
One's Ohio
You are
State,
correct.
Right?
Ohio State wide receiver Jeremiah Smith.
Yes, he's a dog. He's so good.
And Alabama wide receiver Ryan Williams.
Gotcha. Yeah. And truly,
who are probably 2 of the best players in college. Yeah.
They're very good, but to your point, they didn't market it. And then they just need to tell us who's good. Like, who are the stars?
I know.
We're running into NHL's problem a little bit. Tell us who's good.
Because I feel like they're still marketing these games like name, image, likeness. It doesn't exist, you know, because that's what they used to do was like, oh, none of these players are on here. And they need to not do that. They need to market some of these players. My skepticism is maybe they don't want to pay some of these guys.
I'm sure.
Because listen, you know, a game I'm really excited about, and this was going to be my comparison, is my only hesitation buying this game is I might pre-order college basketball.
See, you say that, Do you know what year that comes out?
No, that's why I haven't.
They announced it. Everyone was super excited. I locked on to one thing very quickly. Release date 2028. Okay, why'd you tell me?
No way. 2028?
Yeah, it's not coming soon. Half the college players in the league,
that's crazy.
NCAA right now, they could be dead at that point. Like, we don't know because they don't make it the NBA and they're never heard of again. So
that's so dumb.
Why'd they announce it?
Why did they announce it? Also, that's so interesting to me that I'm assuming, now I'm going to make a big accusation here, that's pretty telling that they didn't think NCAA football would be as, it seems to be riding off of that success. Well, did you not think it was going to be
right
that colossal?
Right. And everyone's been pushing for that to come back also. It's just we need college football back soon. Yeah. Like first.
And listen, I'm going to say this like it's a bad thing about the NCAA because I don't like the way that NCAA does a lot of their practices. But it's probably natural that this is a metric. I'm sure they're doing the math of like, we know the game will be good, but we have to pay a lot of people now. We already have to pay all these athletes and the pros. Is it worth whatever money we make that we now have to pay college kids? And the answer is, and they have to pay a lot of them. They have to pay a lot of them. I don't want to totally minimize that aspect because, like, say what you want about the NIL rulings, especially the most recent ones from judges and how they should be better and how they're so vague. The baseline is people are going to get some form of payment going forward. Mm-hmm. And when you got fucking, University of Alabama, Birmingham in your games, like you've got a lot of people you need to pay.
Yeah. Yeah, I completely agree.
I love ending up on UAB, by the way. UAB and Western Michigan are frequent flyers for where I end up to start my journey.
For my road to glory, I think I was Air Force and Bowling Green last year.
Yeah. Well, they're like the worst like big schools you could end up on. I feel like I ended up in the military a lot.
Yeah. Hey, they said they liked my grit and I responded to it.
That's good. Boston really College. Me.
Yes. I will say road to glory, the recruiting thing is completely different this year. It's cool. Obviously you're starting high school, but it's good.
Yeah. So I will probably get this game, especially now influenced by the fact that I could say for 3 years before the basketball game comes out. So
yeah,
that's good. But yeah, it's just interesting to me that it's like, I think sporting fandom, like the NFL has never been more popular. And I feel like the opinion of Madden has never been lower.
Agreed. 100%. Especially when they had to compete directly with a much better football game from the exact same company. Like there's no reason. So it's like, okay, so there's no reason for Madden to be this bad.
Exactly. And by the way, you can do all the same game modes.
Yeah. They're still, it's completely different on Madden still. Again, we're getting really into the weeds, but this really pissed Luke and I off. You can play like squads. Like Luke and I can be on the exact same team in Madden and be the Baltimore Ravens. In college football, the only way to do that is to be our ultimate team thing, which is the pay to play shit. Yeah. Like we can't just both be on the Badgers right now and play another person.
So
like,
fucking dumb.
What's the point? Like it's so easy. They added cross play this year, which is something they should have done 10 years ago.
Yeah.
But it's so stupid.
But it's all, listen, it's EA. Like EA famous for pay to play bullshit. So
right.
That sucks. But Madden for years has refused to improve. I don't know why they haven't tweaked any of their game modes. I remember distinctly. I know this game mode wasn't great, but now I admire it. They 1 year, I think they only did it 1 year. They did like here's the moments from the last NFL season that you can try and recreate. And that was the only Madden game I bought for a long time because it's the only different game mode. Just give me something every year.
I think they like translated that. They like parlayed it into Ultimate Team where it's like, okay, now you just do that shit in Ultimate Team, which is whatever. It's just, I don't need to grind. If I don't want to grind, I don't want to grind it. Like, let me just play what I want to play.
Correct. And so I don't know. And like I said, I like the show. But the show doesn't have to worry about half of that shit because the appeal of the shows, you're either into the ultimate team stuff with collecting players and doing stuff, or building teams, or baseball just on its own. And naturally, baseball's farm system makes those games more interesting. Like you can play, they can update it every year, and it's always a little different because the teams vary so much in quality, and you're never going to play on every fucking farm team. Like, you know, sense. So there's so many different things, and you can play every position. Like
that's
football, that's cool. You know, listen, I still haven't made a run through a cornerback. It's hard, you know.
Impossible. I'm thinking about trying linebacker, and that's going to be tough. Cornerback would be impossible.
Brutal. You can't do it. I do miss the old Madden days where they'd let me grind it out at nose guard.
Yeah. Honestly, if they let me do offensive line, I would do it in a heartbeat. I would have so much fun with it. Or fullback. Just let me play fullback. Just fullback. I don't want to get too fast and play halfback. I just want to lead block, throw my head and hit into people. That's all I want to do.
The last CFB game before this comeback, that was my go-to position, was fullback, making myself 99 overall and then just dominate ones every 10 plays.
Yeah, exactly. When your number's called, it's showtime. It's great.
Yeah. But then you get full control. It's like, okay, we need a first down, but I'm a fucking fullback, so I guess I better get 10 yards on this fullback dive. It's the only audible I got that gives me the ball.
True. Yeah, because if you lead block, who knows? And this is real life. Halfback needs to just follow your ass through the hole. And sometimes they're going to bounce it because they think they're faster. It's just not going to work.
They think they see something. Yeah. Isn't that the truth? Well, that's been video game talk, Zach. We got other stuff we want to get to today, but I will get the game by the time we come back. I'll have a full review, and it'll be college football season. So I wonder if they'll do a renewed push, patch the game, push it for CFB season.
Maybe, but I mean, that's out. And now the next push, I think, is going to be for Madden because they got to get people to buy Madden.
Well, last year's Madden push was, would you like to bundle it with your college football game?
Which is what they're doing this year, too. You get a discount. Even still, no thank you. I'm good. Thanks.
Yeah.
I'll get it later. Maybe.
I did it. I never played Madden.
I did it, too. We played it a little bit. Not much. Not enough.
Yeah.
It's not good. Okay. Well, last week we debuted a new game that's been taking over the internet.
This is, by the way,
is now relevant.
That's right. This is the most us thing ever to really get into something the week before the season ends.
Yeah. Well, we gotta play it out, and we gotta get feedback, and we gotta workshop. Yeah. So we are playing once again, and we still haven't come up with a good name because if you were listening, watching, whatever, I think that is what you guys can help us with the most. Other than if there's certain people in the FlurrySports sphere. Industry, like not just on the FlurrySports team, but people that could be adjacent to FlurrySports that you'd like to see play this game, let us know, and maybe they can come on the show and, step up to the plate and see what score they get. But we are going to be doing the NBA salary game. That is the work shopping title, I suppose. Last week, Jake gave me an NBA player because the NBA salaries are ridiculous, and we went the average annual value of their salaries. And then I had to name NFL players to get up to that amount. We started to tinker with it in real time in terms of adding little challenges and stuff like that. And now this week I am going to be giving Jake players, and Jake is going to be playing the game himself. Are you ready, Jake?
I'm ready. And I'm going to name, I just want to make sure I'm naming baseball or I'm naming football players.
I think football, just because baseball is too comparable to basketball.
I agree. Yeah.
Okay. Let's start with. So I'm going to have it up on the screen. This is not what we did last time, just so people can. It's a little visual cue here. Let's start with Giannis. How about that?
Okay. How about that?
You are hitting 57, 078. So 57.1 is what we'll say. $1 million per year. But now you have to give NFL players, and since it's the warm-up round, there's no specifications. Let's just see if you can get within 8 million. How about that? Something easy.
I am going to try warm-up round. I just want to get a read. So I'm gonna go really high and just see how close I get and hopefully get a bearing. I think the position that's gonna be most helpful for me to know is wide receiver. And I know you did some of these guys last week. I know Justin Jefferson makes a hell of a lot since his new extension. So I'm going to see how close Justin Jefferson's annual gets me.
Okay. And it will be pretty darn high. It won't get you all the way there, but his average annual, does it give me, I don't think that's correct. What's I'm just trying to figure out because average, I guess that's right. Fine. 35 million is his average salary.
Yeah. That is what I took last week. Yeah.
Okay. So you are 22.1 million away now after Justin Jefferson.
Okay. So that feels pretty good. That's good to know. I have to keep that in mind because that's probably a little less than Jamar Chase now, but good to know that that's the ballpark for top end wide receiver. Let's go. So I know. So this game, the more we played, a little bit of advantage because I know some ballparks from last week with you. So since it's the practice round, I want to flex that a little bit. I'm within 22 million.
22.1. Yep.
I think am I just over if I do Saquon? I'm really, really close with Saquon. So I'm going to do Derrick Henry.
Okay. I think you would have been
right there.
This is just me remembering. I think you would have been just under. I think you would have been fine.
Yeah.
Derrick Henry, you'll be okay for sure. I'm not sure how close you'll be. Derrick Henry, 15. Not bad. He just got that new contract. Okay. So within 8 million, you're good to go. 7.1. Let's see how close you can get, though, just because it's the practice round.
Well, 7.1, and just to display to folks something that I think is a good strategy, that we're right in rookie territory. So I think from this last draft, now, Zach, would I want to go a rookie that was drafted this year, or would I want to go? It wouldn't matter. They're still on rookie deals no matter what. So,
yep.
I'm gonna go
value though, obviously.
100%. God, does this bust me? How close? I'm gonna just guess it because I want to see in its practice round. I'm gonna say Travis Hunter.
I think that'll be too much. I think you're gonna bust. But let's just see. He's third overall, so big money. 11.
Okay,
yeah, that's like and it drops quickly. For his rookie salary, because let's think of
what would Golden have been. That was the
right. So he was what 20th overall, 22nd, something like that.
Yeah.
I think he's probably in the 6 or 7 range, probably 7 range,
which would have been perfect. Damn.
Okay, apparently he doesn't spell Marcus the same way I spell Marcus. Oh, it's Matthew Golden.
Golden. That's why. Dang it.
Marcus Golden plays for the Steelers. Okay, Matthew Golden, 4.4.
Okay.
So yeah, nothing.
So good to know. So that 5 million range is closer to outside the top 10. Okay, good to know.
Yeah, he's 23 overall. Tory Dandy. Okay, that's his agent. Didn't know that. That's just for me to know. He is a notable agent. Okay, so this is the real round now. So let's go back to the NBA and let's set a couple of parameters. Again, we're going to go easier to start. So let's go with Anthony Edwards, a favorite of you and I. We'll call it 48.9.
Okay. Love.
Let's see if you can get there in let's call it 3 people. 3 players.
Sounds good. And for folks listening, I think the hard part is you want to set a number. I'm trying to get there within 3, but also if I start listing rookies from the last few years, I could get there in 10, so only 3 is also part of the challenge. Yeah.
3 players within 5 million.
Absolutely. And my number is 48 million.
48.9. basically 49.
All right. I'm going to start with a lineman. Get us in there. Good. One that I know from last week when we were shifting around afterwards. Lane Johnson's coming in just sub 30, which I think puts me in an okay spot.
Yeah, you'll be good to go. 25.
Yeah. Okay. So
you have 23.9 remaining with 2 people.
Okay, I don't want to get too crazy. Let's do let's do Josh Jacobs.
Okay, I like this one.
I'm hoping for like 13. This might be a little higher than that, and that would be okay. He deserves it.
12.
Yeah, well, that's running
You're
backs
close.
for you. Okay.
So you're at 11.9. I said within 5. So you're trying to get 7 to 12 essentially right now.
I'm trying to flex because I don't necessarily want to go. The rookie contracts are just like so interesting because they flex a little bit. I'd like to just pick one out of the air that really gets me right in there. I'm going to play off of what I've already said. I don't know if I want to jump to a position I haven't done yet without knowing what that market is. So I'm knowing that Jacobs is at 12. It makes me want to stick in the running back game. And I want to do who's going to be right at like the $10 million mark, who's getting paid a little less than Jacobs. I feel like that's an interesting question. Like, who do I think the league thinks is a little bit worse? Which is kind of fun. And you're better at this than I am. I'm also stalling because I'm not good with people's names.
It's true.
How old is Najee Harris? And
this is his first contract after his rookie deal. He's on a 1-year deal.
Yeah. Okay.
I think it's a 1-year deal.
I'm gonna ride with it. I appreciate that hint, but that was where I was kind of thinking, and is he a little high? No, I'm gonna go Najee.
He might have been a little high on July 4th. I'm not sure if you heard the news about Najee Harris at all.
I did.
Firework. I'm not sure if it was a Roman candle fight. We've all had those, but a firework blew up near his face or something and damaged his eye.
Ooh, do I want to go Connor?
James Conner's a good one. He's definitely several years older, obviously.
Yeah. What's my threshold? What do I got to get to? Like, what's the lowest I could get and still make it?
7 million. Got to be above 7.
I'll do James Conner. I think he's above that.
I think this is a good one. I think you're going to be.
Yeah. Najee makes me a little nervous for whatever reason.
James Conner, 9.5. You're good.
Nice. Good. Okay.
So you got to 2.4. So if we were playing the game in terms of what we're planning for next season, and again, help us shape this game to make it the best possible. The final score for Jake in the leaderboard, since he fulfilled, the challenge or whatever, his score would be 2.4. Maybe
we would do like 3 rounds and it gets harder every time. And we just see what the leaderboard's at. I'd like that. That's good. Okay. That's good to know. Okay.
Let's establish an NBA player first. And then I have an idea.
By the way, that's the hardest part. I don't know.
It is.
Because we also discovered, I did Naz Reid last time and discovered how big a drop-off there is in NBA players as well.
That's true. Let's do someone who's getting paid a shocking amount of money. Not that he's a bad player, but this is a rookie deal, I believe. Franz Wagner, whatever we want to say. 44.8.
Okay,
so Jake is at 44.8 is what he needs to do. Let's again say within 5 million. Let's see if you can do it in 4.
Okay.
And you have to name a quarterback.
Okay. I'm going to save that. I've really wanted to say this name this whole game. I just want to see what he gets paid. I want to see what Cam Hayward's contract is.
Interesting. Yeah, I do not know as well.
Veteran, long-term, I think long-term deal. In the defensive line position.
14.5.
That's good to know. Okay, I think that's going to be helpful to me with other pieces.
Okay, so you are at 30.3 is the total. You need to name 3 more players, and one has to be a quarterback.
Okay, still 33, so I'm looking for like 10K a guy. I'm going to go I know this guy is going to get under this, and that's okay. I want to see what Zach Braun's getting paid.
A lot now.
Yeah.
Zach Braun is at 17.
Okay, that's more than I thought, but not like breaking the bank. Okay.
So 13.3, 2 players, one has to be a quarterback.
13.3 is my remaining amount.
Yes, that's the ceiling.
Okay. I'm going to talk you through it, but I knew I was going to have to do this at some point, and this guy's coming out of here now. Okay. What is Simone Biles' husband's name?
Oh, the safety.
Jonathan Owens.
Okay.
Is getting paid pennies to the dollar. So let's get a cheap one in here, and I can try and name a quarterback.
Is he still on the Bears? Where does he play? Yeah, he is on the Bears. Okay. 2.3. Okay. 2.37. I'll go 2.3. I'll help you out.
I've still put myself in the tough boat.
Okay, so you're at even 11. So between 6 and 11.
So here's the deal. I'm either gonna bust this or get it. I think. I think I'm gonna get a guy. If I get under this amount, I'm gonna be within my range with quarterbacks. Okay. I think.
Okay.
What's the lowest I could get?
6 million.
Yeah. I mean, boy. This will be interesting. I'm going to talk through just so I'm not filling dead air. I should be smart and just go a rookie, huh? Well, that's tougher than you think. Like if I go,
yeah, because it's not tied to position.
Yeah, 100%. Like Skylar Thompson, my boy, my absolute boy, probably gets paid. Should be being paid less than that. He was drafted late, been around. Will Howard was drafted late. And like, I just don't know if any of the guys who were like in that range, I could do. Yeah, I actually don't know if I'm going to go rookie because I'm nervous where I'm thinking through them, but I'm just nervous that guys like Dart are under. Like, I don't know where they're at. Speaking of being bad at names, the absolute menace of my life, JJ McCarthy, he came to me as I said menace. I assume he's under that, but my luck, he gets paid $30 million a year because the Vikings are financial geniuses, so what I'm thinking through now is the other end of things, veteran. I'll be honest, people might be yelling at me that Rodgers' number is like here. I've got no clue. Just no idea. I don't follow that at all. What do they pay Joe Flacco? That's what I'm thinking through in my head. What did they pay Joe Flacco and what did they pay Jameis Winston? I'm thinking backup veteran. I am afraid that Daniel Jones somehow is still getting paid too much. So I'm nervous there.
I will say the Colts outbid the Vikings for Daniel Jones. It was notable how much he got paid because everyone was like, with that contract, he's not necessarily a backup.
Yeah. And that's what I'm saying is like a lot of these guys, like I'm thinking through, I know from last week that I can't go lower end starting quarterback. And that's what I'm afraid is like, did they pay Flacco like a lower end starter? I can't remember. Same with like, I don't remember the bidding process for Jameis. I assume Russell Wilson's number is too high. So that's what I'm thinking through. I think Malik Willis's number is too low. I'm going through just guys in the league. Is Gibbs What's his number at? I'm going to pick a name just to put myself out of my misery. I am going to go with Jameis Winston.
This is an interesting one. I think you're good, but I don't know.
I could be over or under. I don't know.
That is true.
I don't know.
You're right. There was a little bit of a bidding war. I think you're fine. But
I had another name just come to me. Oh, well.
$4 million. You didn't get
Dang it. Well, then my other name would have been lower too. All of a sudden, Tyrod came screaming into my brain. But
Tyrod wouldn't have worked. Rodgers would have given you a perfect number, I believe.
Of course. That's what I was afraid of.
Oh, no. You would have been slightly above.
Slightly
above. I remember the 10 million number. That was the guaranteed, I guess.
Okay. Dang. This is a fun game, though. This is fun.
It is.
Okay.
I like the idea of coming up with the different specifications, the different things you got to do.
I almost wonder if there could be, we love a wheel. Do we?
I think we do. I think we do something with that.
Do we put the positions on a wheel?
I think there's positions. Yeah, maybe there's a wheel of positions, and you have to have a player of that position, a starting player of that position, maybe.
Yeah, that's tough. I would have started with quarterback. Okay.
But then, Jake, there's a second wheel. And the second wheel is the modification. So either no rookies, has to be a Pro Bowler, has to be an All-Pro, has to be
all rookies.
All rookies. All rookies is fun. 5+ years on that same team or something, maybe.
Yeah. That's fun. Or less than 5 years on a team. It'd be fun to be like, I was trying to think of could I think of guys who are like, I need one dude who's in his third year.
Yeah, exactly. It has to be a first-round draft pick. They had to have gotten at least 1,000 rushing or receiving yards before, stuff like that. So let's try doing something like that.
Let's do it.
Hardest part, NBA player. I know we're gonna do Devin Booker. He just got, since last show, I believe, just got a new contract that is rivaling Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. So Devin Booker is getting paid $66.6 million per year.
Big time. Okay, let's go.
666. Great. Nothing scary about that. So you have to do it in, let's say in 5. So you're going a little more than 10 per player.
Tough.
Let's say you have to name at least one. What's the funniest position to make you do? Because I'm not going to do quarterback again.
I have one I want you to give me. And not because I know it, because I think it's so chaotic.
Long snapper? Or what?
Oh, no, I can't name one. You can do it if you want.
You have to name a right guard. And I know you can do it. No, you can do center. Because I'm not sure if Spotrac splits them. You got to name a center. And you have to name at least, it doesn't have to be the center. You have to name at least one player who has played 10+ years in the NFL.
Okay.
So again, within $5 million, 5 players,
66.
1 center, and then a 10+, a decade plus veteran.
I have no idea how much centers are paid, but I know that Lane Johnson, who I assume is top end, and Penei Sewell, Penei was 28, Lane was 25. So I want to go.
Let me do something to give you maybe a little bit of insight, and because this could be an adjustment modification for next time,
please.
I'm going to do Jason Kelce, and maybe we do something where it's whoops, I spilled this out.
A little insight. Okay.
Maybe we do a retired player's last contract or something as a thing. So his last contract was 14. So if we did a retired player, that's what we'd go on.
So, and I like that because one of the centers that came to mind, and I will say not that many did, was Landon Dickerson, because they just got him a new deal replacing Jason. So I know it's more than that, which is good insight, but I don't think it's Like, I think that has a ceiling of like 25. I honestly, if in my head, it's like 21 a year. And I'm okay with that. I'm in between Landon Dickerson and Creed Humphrey. And I think Creed's is pretty high. So I'm just going to say out loud, I want to go with the lower of the two. So this might be wrong, but I'm going to go Landon Dickerson.
Okay. I think you're overestimating him. I think you're fine.
I would love if this is like a 12.
He's not. Is he playing center? He might just be a guard.
Oh, Wikipedia told me he was a center.
He might be playing center. I'll give it to you because I can't remember what they're doing with their line this year. He might be playing center. But he got 21.
Okay. Nailed it for the record.
So we'll call it a center. I'm probably wrong about that. I think I am.
If you want, you can force me to take Creed Humphrey.
I mean, Creed's number's not going to be higher. But yeah, I'll force you to take Creed Humphrey, which is what we'll do anytime someone names a player out of position.
They have to take Creed Humphrey?
Yeah, it's the Humphrey rule. So Creed Humphrey, 18.
Nice. Well, it was lower anyway.
Yes. So you are at, for 4 more players, 48.6.
Okay. And now, so Creed has not been in the league 10 years, has he?
No.
Okay. So I'm keeping that in mind, but I still got 5 to go. I want to go under
4
this.
To go.
4 to go. Sorry. Correct. 4 to go. I want to like get a measurement. See, there's a piece of me that just wants to keep poking at different positions and see like what guys make. I have a lever I can pull. I just remembered that I randomly last week discovered that a bunch of tight ends make around the same amount of money.
They do.
Yes. So I could absolutely go that route. I am going to go that route. Let's do Hunter Henry.
Hunter Henry is very interesting. Okay.
In my head, this is $9 million.
And he's close to a 10-year player, not quite 10-year player. Okay. $9 million though. You're good.
Okay. I've got tenured, up the wazoo. I've just got so many options. Is Larry Tunsil still in the league? Sorry.
Yeah,
he is. He's tenured.
He got traded.
He's absolutely tenured. I think I'm gonna do. God, this is so dumb, but I can't get it on my brain. I want
my life.
I want to know how much Younghoe Koo. I want to know how much he makes. Give it to me. Give me Younghoe Koo. I want to see you try and spell it. Also.
Oh, I know how to spell it. Younghoe Koo. Don't you worry about that.
Yeah.
How much does he make? He makes 4.8.
Okay. Good to know. So that's 3 guys in. He's not tenured.
No. 2017.
Getting close.
Yeah.
What do I got left with 2 dudes?
2 or 3? 2.
I think I've said 3. Yeah.
Yeah, it's 2 left, 34.8.
Okay, I actually need to take a decent chunk of change out of here. Do I do that with my tenured guy? So think for a second, Jake. I'm going 2014 or older. I could get real close to this number and say like Jared Goff. Like that's over probably, but like I could get
risky.
Like a Baker Mayfield I know he's in the 30s. Like he's right under here, I think. I think he's at 32. And then I'm like playing for a cheapie. And he's right over the 10-year mark. Whoa.
I thought it said epic music, and that wasn't very epic. I thought it was gonna be cooler than that. Like
I was like, are we sponsored by Raid Shadow Legends?
What's this? Just a sec. We got nature sounds coming. What do you think?
That's good.
Okay.
I don't know if TJ Watt's been in the league 10 years.
Ooh.
I do not know if he's been in the league that long. So, all right, I'm taking plenty of time. Let me hear how much Pat Surtain makes.
Watch out for that bird. Okay. Pat Surtain just got paid. I think he just got paid.
I want him to get me the 10 years and close.
He makes 24.
Has he been in the league 10 years?
No, he's been in the league for 4.
Whoa, he's way younger than I thought he was. Okay.
Yeah. So 10.8, got a name of 10 plus year vet. Watch out for that bird. Don't get shit on by that bird. I can't.
Get out of your bird.
Yeah.
Give me.
This is a throwback to when we did. Luke used to stream outside for some reason, and there was always one bird that would like attack him.
I forgot. Those are some of my favorite ones to watch back. That's very good. Okay, 10.8, older guy. I want to go. Is there a running back? Is there a wide receiver? I'm naming all the positions now, I guess.
But it can't be a veteran min because that's too little.
Yeah, I know. I was thinking of the tight end who was in Miami forever, but I think he makes too little. Dallas Clark, how much?
Dallas Clark's been out of the league for a long time.
Who am I
Just so
thinking
you
of?
know.
Dallas, is there a different Dallas?
Dallas Goedert.
Yeah, that's who I'm thinking of. Tight end, that's tough, you know?
Yeah.
Thank you. 10.8. Tyrod, how much do you make? But I can be within how many?
Within 5, so you got to get at least 6.8. Or sorry, 5.8.
5.8. Let me see how much Russell Wilson's making.
I honestly have no idea. So this is interesting. Okay. You for sure have the 10-year.
Yeah. Class of 2012. Go Badgers.
Russell Wilson makes. He has got his Yankee deal on here too. Okay.
Ooh.
Russell Wilson for the Giants,
the right
though.
to take that instead.
10.5.
Boom! Wait.
That is no, you got it. You need
Okay.
10.8. You got to score a 0.3.
Wow. I had a moment where I was like, wait, was the number 10.2? So sorry that I ruined the anticlimactic boom.
No,
yes.
It's huge. We'll play some cinematic music for that, which is going to be great, I am sure, and it is coming now. That's not cinematic. This is like a bad club music, like jazz club, not like dance club.
It's really bad club music.
Terrible club music. All of it is terrible club music. That's good. Do we go out on that? Because that was as good as you can get, I think.
I could play the game forever, but I do think that's as good as I'm going to get it.
0.3. 10.5 for Russell Wilson. And then what did we say Jameis made? Not much.
No, he 4 point something.
Wow.
He was low for me. Yeah, this is good. This is a good game.
It's a great game. I would love, first off, and I can't stress this enough, please help us with the name. I think that's everything needs a good name. If it has a good name, it's going to be successful.
Contract Chase is what I have in my mind.
Contract
right now.
Chase? Because it's like the chase, or what do we do?
Exactly. We're playing with contracts. Yep.
Contract Chase is bad. That's true. Yes. Give us a lot of those and give us different like specifications or like different like I don't know the correct word, but you know, the different adjusters that we can add to the wheel for
rules,
people to do. And let us know who you want to see. No name's too big. Brock, come play. Yeah, any of them, but that was where my mind was. Yeah, first name basis. Anybody, let us know. Probably like sports or fantasy football people for the most part, but if not, if there's some athletes you want to get on here, you know what? We'll call JJ Watt up. Why not?
JJ, come in. I almost named. I wanted to say TJ every round. I got nervous every time about what.
You know who we need to get The unsung hero, Derek Watt. Yeah, 100%. He would ace this. He's got that new dad energy. He's going to be incredible.
I would. You know what I think's a fun specifier?
What?
I think for like if we did it in rounds, round 3 it'd be funny if you like the wheel was years. You had to yell out one guy's contract in that year.
Oh, that's interesting.
Because you have to know they played and have any idea. Like my mother, I was just like, how much did Vernon Davis make in 2012? Like I feel like he's all over it, you know?
That's true. Oh, Dallas Clark. So it's just a single year contract, not just like average. Gotcha.
Yeah. How much was his yearly contract that year? Yeah.
So let's see.
Oh God.
Why not?
Okay, give me a second to make sure Vernon Davis played in 2012. I'd like to change it to 2010. I'd like to make sure he was in the league.
That's fine. Vernon Davis, 2010.
In my brain, this is $9 million.
He played in 2012 anyway. But I can log in. I think I have the premium of this. Okay, let's try this again. If Spotrac doesn't give this to us, then Spotrac just needs to sponsor this game. What are we talking about? Okay. Vernon Davis, 2010 was a voided year. Did he not play at all?
Oh, wow.
Here. We'll just go by cap hit. I think that makes the most sense. 7.8.
Okay.
2010. 2012 would have been 6.8.
Because now you're dealing with inflation. We'd have to, we'll decide. I don't know if the wheel needs to go back more than 10 years, but.
Never know. I mean, we could do anything. Like, what did fucking we got Bubba Franks' deal on here? I'm sure he made a lot of money.
In 2003 made $4 million.
We got his career earnings, maybe? We don't got a yearly thing. Does it give me his nothing works for Bubba Franks. What are you doing here?
Whoops. They're just happy they have a profile up for him.
That is true. I don't like that as Jets, even though that's accurate. That's the last team he played for. He's a Packer. What are we doing?
Let's try this one time. I want you to have a guess at it. I've got Spotrac up over here. Give me 2015, 10 years ago. Give me a guy who made between $10 and $15 million.
Between 10 and 15.
$5 million range.
Derrick Henry.
Ooh.
I might be too low, actually.
I probably because
rookie deal.
Cash breakdown. I want different years.
Oh, you might not be able to see it without a premium.
Oh, his first year in the league, 2016.
Oh, shit. Okay. Let's go with 2015, you said, right?
Yeah. Is that right, though? Dude, his rookie contract is gross. What do you think his...
There's nothing.
It's 1.3.
1.35.
I'm
should say on top
right now. Oh, great. Thank you. Round 2, 45th overall. Wow.
And that would have been a different CBA, I guess, too, which would have been a lot less.
Wow.
That's fair.
Good to know. Okay.
Okay, so how much did like Reggie Wayne make that year? Probably not a ton.
I think that's a really good guess.
Because it would have been after his... Well, maybe it would have been still his big deal.
This game really does make you want to guess Colts, though, doesn't it?
It does. It absolutely does.
2015 is a little late for Reggie. That is his last year in the league. So he's making 2.3.
Deal. That's a bargain. Good for him.
So this is hard. This is why this is our round 3.
That's true.
Possible modifier.
Well, do we just do this basic format? Is the last round, is it like a rapid, you have to name something quickly thing?
I like that. I like that.
That always gets fun. Like you have to, I don't even know.
Man, that is tough because my number would have been low too. I wanted to go Terrell Suggs.
Terrell Suggs. Bad year for contracts. Is there a way to? This is an off-air thing. I was gonna say, is there a way to add a fast money Family Feud element to the game? That's as good as it gets. We all know that.
Can I tell you right off the top of my dome what? Yes, we just do over under.
Over under. That's Card Sharks, isn't it?
Yeah, but I mean, fast money. It's money coming at you fast.
True. That's interesting. Okay,
Zach, let's close on this. We got to close with something a little different. I want you to close. We were at the fair this week.
We were. A lot of things happened.
Florida?
Yes. Go to the Let's Go Wisconsin YouTube, TikTok, or Facebook. You can see a video of Florida in the grandstand, or you can see a video of Foreigner fucking belting out, one of their 3 lead singers.
Yeah. By the way, Foreigner, do you think every band does that? Foreigner revealed that every 20 years they just find a guy who sounds like the other guy.
I mean, he sounded great though. He was good.
Sounded awesome, but do you think, I really want to know, like, do they have someone join the band and they're like, you've got 5 years to sound like Jeff?
Yeah,
or
it out.
Or they found him. Like how Journey was like, turns out the guy who sounds just like Steve Perry.
Right. Yeah.
He's a Filipino man.
That one, they had to have just found him. I don't understand that.
They did like a search and they found out this Filipino guy sounds just like our dude.
That's insane. That's ridiculous. That one made no sense. This one, yeah, I don't know. He's been in the band 5 years and all of a sudden now he's taking over lead singing. He's just been playing guitar. Like, did they just hear him like singing in his dressing room or something? Like, oh my God, listen to this.
I could have seen him seeking them out, like, hey, I kind of sound like you. And they're like, well, you can shred. So in the wings, he's been the Miners for 5 years.
True. I don't know, but that's a good strategy to take if you're a band and you're trying to, inch towards retirement here.
Any highlights from the food you ate at the fair?
I did have the Intimidator, which was without exaggerating, maybe a 16-inch sausage.
Yeah.
It's delicious. It was, and they give you a sticker that says like, I survived the Intimidator or something.
Yeah.
Or it was a great thing. I didn't eat that much fair food though. I gotta say.
No.
I didn't do. I had a banh mi, but it was a banh mi. It was good.
I had a poke bowl. Yeah, I kind of ran into some of the same stuff. I had a very good burger from the food stand. Some malts, the classics, and then So this is going to sound good to people, so I'll say it. It's just been at the fair a while. I started with a curd taco, and it was delicious. They're very good.
They're good. Yep.
Yeah. I always like it because it, to me, is a good deal because you get 2 tacos that are deep fried tortillas filled with cheese curds, usually a meat of your choice, sauce, and some lettuce.
Sure.
Pretty much. But you get 2 of them and you can get different kinds for $14. So listen, not cheap, but you're at the fair.
Right.
And the chicken bacon ranch one is awesome.
Yes.
I had some very good fried rice, to your point. Otherwise, I think the Korean corn dog was the most adventurous thing I had a bite of, and that was very good.
Okay. Lindsay had that too, but like we get those all the time down here.
All the time.
But it was good. I mean, we've gotten from that place their actual restaurant before. So
correct.
It wasn't surprising.
So yeah, I had a bucket of cookies. Those are good.
It slapped. I'm sure it was great.
I heard someone say that the one place had, and I heard it too late. I was like, that would have been awesome to split. Someone from the Giant Turkey Leg place got their Flamin' Hot Cheeto chili cheese fries.
Oh, that'd be good. I thought you were going to say they had Gator because I was talking in a Cajun accent the entire time.
Oh, the Gator! I heard
the Gator. I gotta get some Gator. Where's the Gator?
Oh, there's a bear! Shoot him! There's a bear! Some people's electric, dude.
Such a good show.
I heard the Gator was very good.
Was it okay? They ran out of Gator, and I just said, just go get some more. Like, what are we doing? Just go find some.
Yeah. You know what? I will give a highlight to something. I don't know if I've had this in recent years. This is an oldie but a goodie. The 4-H stand makes fucking breakfast croissant sandwiches.
They were always great.
Mine slapped this year.
Okay.
I don't know if distance makes the heart grow fonder, but it was everything I needed this year.
We should go out on this because for whatever reason, this is a point of contention in the FlurrySports company, I suppose. Maybe we'll do a full tier list, but what's your ideal bread for a breakfast sandwich?
Oh God. Okay. First off, I'd like to state that I'm sure Luke has a crazy opinion about this.
I think not. I can't remember what Luke's opinion was because your enemy, Trevor, had an opinion that pissed me off. So he's the one I'm taking game at. We'll see if you're the
funniest person around. Trevor, by the way, I don't hate the player, hate the game. It's just,
Yeah. Wrong place, wrong time for Trevor. Should have just showed up in Jake's stream.
So you asked me what the proper kind of bread for a breakfast sandwich is?
Yeah, what's your ideal? Like if you are saying you're getting, maybe it depends on the toppings or whatever, but if you're getting sausage, egg, and cheese, what are you putting that on?
I love a bagel.
Okay.
And I like a bagel sandwich. But if it's gonna be bread, which I know is what you're going for, I think
that's an option though. I think bagel's one of the options.
That's what I get. That's my McDonald's order. I get the sausage bagel. I do like a big toast, a sourdough.
Okay. You've taken a route that no one's taken. So I'm thrown off now.
Okay. Yeah. What did other people say?
I'm a croissant guy. I'm saying like, I don't dislike any of them except for one. One's bad. One is like, I don't want that if I can help it. But croissant's
I don't know why I wasn't
great.
thinking croissant. Croissants are good. Croissants are good every time.
Every time.
Yeah, my usual beef with a croissant breakfast sandwich is, for whatever reason, I equate that with you're about to put scrambled eggs on my breakfast sandwich. And I do not, I don't want scrambled eggs anywhere near my breakfast.
Sure.
Maybe it's a controversial opinion for a different time, but fry that bad boy and I'll eat it.
I agree. I prefer a fried egg, but I'm not going to.
Yeah.
If it's scrambled, I'm not upset. Trevor is like,
learn how to cook an egg.
Trevor's.
That's too much.
No, that's fine. I'm not a toddler. You're scrambling your eggs. If you're a restaurant, you need to know how to fry an egg.
This is something Claire and I get, because she loves a scrambled egg, and I said I did too before I learned how to fry one. Yeah,
exactly.
I've done it too when I've accidentally flipped it too fast.
Yeah, that's the last resort. It's like, I fucked up. Now I got to scramble the egg.
Now I got to scramble this egg. Yeah.
100%. That's 100% true. If I crack the yolk when I put it in the pan, it's like, fuck.
Yeah.
Okay.
You
Trevor's opinion, though.
Yeah. Okay.
Trevor's right. Yeah, you chose to scramble an egg. Okay. Trevor's opinion is, and by the way, a soft scrambled egg. This is like a Gordon Ramsay thing, and this is going to tie into my point. It's an English thing. Grow up. That's gross. I don't want an egg paste. That's gross. No. Trevor likes English muffins. He not just likes. He says it's like the only way to go. That he loves an English muffin. He'll seek out an English muffin. We won the war in 1776. George Washington searched out all these losers. And also, by the way, side note, maybe we should have talked about this at the start of the show. Beans on toast. Bad. But they're like, no, you got to get the specific kind of beans. It's like this teal, gross ass fucking color of Heinz, like your cup, maybe a little bit right there. Little darker, actually, of Heinz beans. I got them. So I'm like, okay, we're going to make some proper fucking British beans on toast. And those beans are fucking vile. And this is, if you've never had them, Jake, this is exactly what it tastes like. You take beans, put them in a bowl here, open up a can of Campbell's tomato soup and dump it in. And that's it. And that's not an exaggeration. That is the flavor. And they put that on toast, and then they don't brush their teeth at all. And then they chew some gravel, and they soak a tea bag in their lips. Like, that's what they do. It's so gross. And all British food's bad. Why are we seeking out an English muffin? They're not good. We know they're not good.
That's bad. I'm trying to think of if that's like the, now I'm trying to think of other examples of it, but I'm trying to think if that's the worst version of like, can you pass me a muffin? And someone hands you an English muffin. Is that like, is that the worst version of that?
What's a worse muffin?
No, I think the contender, the reverse version of that is if you say, "Can I have some fries?" and someone hands you American fries. They're just like fucking chopped up potatoes. I'm also disappointed. I think that, okay, sorry, before I leave that point, the classic version of that for folks playing along at home. Hey, do you want a cookie? Sure thing. You hand me a fucking raisin cookie, fist up, dude.
Yeah.
Just tell me it's raisin. I don't hate it, but if you announce cookie blank.
I do like the Russian roulette that a raisin cookie kind of has, though, where it's like, is this chocolate chip or is it raisin? I like the mind games a little bit.
Yeah. That's
true. If you get an oatmeal chocolate chip cookie, by the way, those are rare. What a treat.
What a treat. We've hit the lotto. Here's my thing. I actually think my choice of breakfast sandwich is enlightening to Trevor's choice because I think English muffin choice for breakfast sandwich, bad. Worse when you consider if you're not going to eat it with bread, eat it with a fucking bagel, dude.
Yeah, I agree. If I want, just take, if I got an English muffin like sandwich, I'm taking the English muffin off. Then I'll eat it with a fork. I don't need it. The only way it's okay somewhat sometimes, and I'll suck it up and it's still not good, is the McMuffin.
And that's got to be what he's thinking of. That's got to be what he's thinking of.
He gets it at Trip. I didn't even know they had them.
Yeah, so he loves the scrambled egg sandwich on top of it. That's diabolical.
Guaranteed. He's never had an egg prepared any other way.
You may be funnier than me, Trevor, but you can't fucking cook an egg, dude.
Yeah. This is the man who didn't even know cream cheese and bagels were associated until last year. And that's not a joke. They're on the packaging, pictures of each other. He thought that was gross. He thought that was weird. Jake, I know you got a lot of bagels in your home at the moment. He just put butter on his fucking on his bagel. Like, what is this? You think he's funnier than you? There's no way.
That's pretty funny. That is pretty funny, though. The things you put on a bagel in order are cream cheese, I think, then nothing, then peanut butter, then anything else. Then butter.
I would say like the breakfast sandwich stuff. Eggs.
Oh, yeah. I'd put that. Okay. Avocado's good. Cream cheese, breakfast toppings, avocado, nothing, peanut butter, eat something else, then butter. Just butter on it is crazy.
It's weird.
You don't need...
I don't know this for a fact, but I can only imagine it's a plain bagel.
That's what I was gonna say. Is I've danced with the devil a couple times. Been like, I'm just gonna eat this blueberry bagel plain.
Sure. You know, fresh out the fridge, nice and cold. I've been there, and it's sad. And you're like, I know I made a mistake. I know it's a bad decision, but I'm in a rush.
Me up. Yeah, 100%. Let's go. Better than dipping it into the world's hardest cream cheese.
Yes.
That, like, okay, well, it's going to take forever for this to thaw. I'll just go, never have I sat there and spread butter on a bagel.
No. Why? Why would I do that?
That's, Trevor. Trevor. That is also, who buys English muffins anymore?
I don't know. I don't know where they are in the grocery store. Do they sell them there? Or is that true? I don't know. Do you have to go to a special store? Is it in the international aisle? I don't know where those are located. I would never get them. I would be ashamed if I ran into somebody in the grocery store and I had English muffins in my grocery cart. How embarrassing would you feel? That's terrible.
Really embarrassed. And then they ask, what are those for? And you go, for my sandwiches. Dude.
I'd be like, my table's a little bit crooked. I need to put something underneath the leg.
The Queen's visiting. Like, what do you need them for? That's a wild opinion. What's Luke's opinion on breakfast? That's crazy.
He doesn't like eggs.
Yeah. Olive Garden. No.
He also says he doesn't like maple.
What is it?
And
Perkins. He's got a crazy Perkins opinion.
Oh, he said he can't call yourself a bakery if you don't have bagels.
That's what it is. What it is. I was like, Luke's got one. I just can't remember it. There it is.
That's because he went into Perkins and La Crosse and the more he tells the story, the more aggressive he gets, I think. So I can only assume he badgered them hungover. He was hungover. So I'm sure he was he was very short, like, what do you mean you don't get bagels? It's like, just take a mammoth muffin, sir. They're delicious as well.
And he's like, take down your sign.
Yeah.
It says bakery, take it down.
Yeah. What is this?
I'm taking that with me, with my mammoth muffin.
Right. Mammoth muffin's great. When's the last time you set foot in a Perkins? It's been a decade plus for me, but I feel like I need to re-up that.
Dad asked us to go there for Father's Day, not this year, but last. That was his request.
Do they still do all you can eat pancakes after like a certain time?
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
That's good. And I've told this before, but the best compensation package I ever got was at Stevens Point. I was able to spend my money at local restaurants, most of which were fast food. One of them was Perkins. So I'd go. That's almost 5 years ago now, but I would go. That'd be the late night destination or early morning, and just go munch on a chicken tender melt.
Yeah, in Superior, that was one of the places where you can get like a student discount or whatever.
Yeah. Maturing is realizing most of the weight I've gained is from that 1 year of Noodles & Co. Like, you can't eat tortellini that much.
No, but if you get the zoodles, it doesn't matter what sauce you put on it, or cheese, or anything else.
But I'm here to tell you, I didn't get the zoodles.
Why would you? I'm not a child.
There were real weeks where I would go multiple times a day, like 5 days a week. No, and it's my compensated money. Like, it's already there. Yeah, like, this is part of my pay plan of these fucking tortellinis. That and Buffalo Wild Wings was covered. Have I told that story? This is fun to go off on the show. So, yeah, they gave it dog dollars, woof, woof, go dogs, but they give it to you. And the year I was leaving, they were getting rid of it because the only people who used it were the housing folks. And sincerely, it was awesome because the main thing I used it for is you could use it at grocery stores. So that was awesome. So it was like my.
But you did it. It sounds like
not a ton. Why cook when you can get tortellini at Noodles & Co. So, but I got to the end, and I'm a cheap date. I was single at the time, so I was not going through my money very fast. I got to the end of the year. The meal plan's going away. I have to spend my money, and I've got $200 left. So I invite every friend I know in Point. I had people coming in from town, and I was like, hey, I'm taking you out to Buffalo Wild Wings.
Hell yeah.
Dinner's on me. So we go out, tax exempt, baby. We're out there, we're having a good time, whatever. The meal total, because we had like 10 people there, comes out to like $197. Like we do good. Perfect. We're right there. We're playing the contract chase. We're right under. This is perfect. This is how little they use dog dollars. I give them my card. I am trying to get rid of this money. I give them my card. They take it away. I can see them kind of struggling with it. I'm like waiting for them to come back. I'm like, I'm sure they'll have questions about it because no one ever fucking uses this stuff. So they come back and I'm like, all good. And they're like, yep, good to good. You're covered. I'm like, oh, great. I look at the check. It says amount due $0. And I was like, okay, that sounds that. And I look a little up and it says discount 100%. And amount total $0. Total due $0. And I was like, hey, I'm just double checking because I'm spending this on my account, so it's all good. I was like, it says 0, but that just means you took it out of the account, right? And like that's what's left. And they're like, no, like you had some special discount. Like it said your university. So we put the discount in and then it was free. And I was like,
what?
I was like, wait. I'm a crazy person because I'm trying to get them to count like charge me, like I'm trying to get rid of it. I was like, what do you mean it's 100% discount? And they're like, we typed it in, we couldn't figure it out. We pressed the reset button and then it was gone. You paid $0. And I was like, okay, but I'm trying to get rid of it. Can you see and check? And they checked and my card still had the same amount of money on it. So I was like, and they were like, sir, it's just the school discount. And I was like, there's no way Stevens Point has 100% discount.
That's incredible. Did you stay? At that point, you just got to, what the hell?
I was really afraid that they were going to find out and then charge me extra.
Sure.
So we got one more order of drinks.
Of course.
And, I was like, hey, in hindsight, we'd like to add to this bill. But it was the vibe of like, the waiter was like, are you going to like use this card more? And I was like, no, this is like my last week here. They're like, we're good. It's called even. So I was like, okay, truce.
Sure.
We'll call it there. It'll be $0. But I was haggling for them to charge me. I was like, please, like, wind this money amount. I have to fill out paperwork saying I don't want this money sent back to me now. But yeah, I can't believe they were like, yeah, we think we figured it out. It's just the pointer discount. No, man.
Of course, yeah.
There's no world. But I was like, what 100%. A discount. 100% discount.
You are the first person to go in there and try it.
For sure. Which I had run into. That was the most annoying thing with that card was everywhere I went, no one knew how to use it. That's why they got rid of it. Like no student opted to use it. And there's like 6 hall directors there who most of which go to the grocery store. I'm the only one going to the chain restaurants listed.
Do you get 100% off at the grocery store too?
No, if anything, the grocery store always fucked that up. The grocery store always, the employees never understood it was tax exempt. So they'd have to run it 3 times because I'm like, you can't charge me tax. You got to run it.
Do that.
Yeah.
Buffalo Wild Wings gave me $200 worth of wings for free.
You don't understand. I have the school discount. This shouldn't cost me any money. Do you know who I am?
I run a student hall, sir.
I don't think you know this, sir. I run Roach Hall.
Yeah. You know Roach Hall, the one with the crabs? That's me.
Perhaps you know me from the crab and the bedbug epidemics in town.
Yeah. That means you can't give me tax. So don't do that. Yeah. But you just crab walked out of there. You walked side to side out of there.
Ask your coworker. She knows, Yeah. That's right. Word spread.
Well,
like crabs.
Just like crabs, and also spreading like crabs. Spread the word of the FlurrySports Podcast.
Please, our new game.
The new game. Other FlurrySports stuff coming. So again, this is the season finale. We are back on August 24th or 25th. We'll be live on the FlurrySports YouTube channel 1 week before week 1 of the NFL season. So definitely come back for that. And we got a lot of exciting stuff coming up. And Jake, you'll see Jake and myself on the FlurrySports YouTube channel in between now and then, I am sure. So definitely give a subscribe over there. And we will see you there very soon.
Thanks for a great season.